Welcome, everybody. I'm delighted to be joined by the CEO, founder of Zopa AI, Nina Alag Suri, who's with me this afternoon. So this is the latest in our series of In the Frame interviews, and this really is for the outsource members to get to know our trusted partners in a little bit more detail. So thanks ever so much, Nina, for joining me today. Really, to kick us off, I wondered whether you could just give us a little bit of background on you, really, your career to date, up to Zopa, really.
Thanks for having me, firstly, Melanie. It's such a pleasure, and it's always delightful to talk to you. Um, just going back, I was born and brought up in India, in a medical family. My father was a doctor in the Indian Army, and so brought up very, very disciplined in a very strict environment. So grew up in India, did my engineering, met my husband in my first job, got married very quickly after that. Then I decided job really wasn't for me, and corporate life was really not my calling. I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to set rules rather than follow rules. I wanted to create rather than just follow a set job description. So my first entrepreneur journey started back in 1999. I set up my first company there at NASTRAC, which was an executive search and a recruitment company. Started in India, expanded it to all the 5 continents across US, Canada, UK, Europe, and then finally Singapore. Um, it was around 2017. The engineer and me felt there was a huge opportunity for AI and future of work, especially around removing biases from hiring to make more scientific decisions which are data backed as opposed to gut feel. So really kind of tackle those biases for the good of the business, but also for the good of the humanity and equitability. And that's when Zopa was founded in 2017 in Singapore.
Wow, wow, wow. And now Zopa operates obviously much wider than that. Taking us on to Zopa, for those folks who perhaps don't know the organization, could you give us some insight to, you founded Zopa, what do you do? Yeah, what's the business?
So, Zopa is a combination of automation and artificial intelligence, taking the power of the two big technologies to help the problem of solving hiring and selection. So, now there are multiple use cases of the product. So, it's an end-to-end platform which goes all the way from helping recruiters create job descriptions to making offers, so helping through creation of job descriptions that are inclusive, which are attractive, and attracts a wider scope of talent, really expanding the talent pool, screening candidates with AI, predictive analytics on personas of candidates, on how they fit the organization and how they will perform in their environment, virtual interviews, and right up to helping making job offers. We have a platform for the end users, but we also have a very strong platform for recruitment firms. So, RPOs and staffing companies as well as search firms. And finally, we also have a product for the academia. So we really want to catch the life cycle of the job seeker right from intern to senior level.
So I guess Zopa really allowed you to use all of your skills, bring them all together. So your skills from way back in corporate world through to your engineering background and then your recruitment experience working in the search firm.
Absolutely, Melanie. The 16 years of having run my own search company brought me up and close, not just with the problem of recruiters, but also candidates, right? Like we often overlook the experience the candidates go through. And a lot of us mothers and parents will realize when you see your children go through a job hunt on absolutely how onerous the process is. So we've tried to take all of those pain points and bring a human angle by matching it with technology and really trying to solve that fact that exists between a job seeker and a recruiter and the job, and how do we get all three of them in touch with each other very, very quickly. So it's like a DIY tool, and whether you're a recruiter or if you are an in-house recruiter or you're trying to make more placements, it just uses a lot of automation. And you know how hiring can be. It can be very,
Yes.
very manual, very time consuming, very cost intensive. And the one thing that used to really annoy me when I used to at least run my firm was the millions of hours that I and my researchers would sit on LinkedIn trying to kind of headhunt candidates. And, so we've tried to kind of take all of those problem areas and solve it with technology.
Got it. That's amazing. So what are your future plans now for Zopa?
I mean, like the ethos of bias-free hiring is like the center beat. That's what gets me out of the bed in the morning. But ultimately, we do work for commercial. We have shareholders, we have investors, and of course, we have huge ambitions as well. So, UK, we started UK, and APSCo has been just such a fantastic partner for us. We started UK earlier this year. We've already seen quite a bit of traction. We've got a strong team. So US is now on the cards for 2024. We've already started to dip our toes. So it's not just about geographical expansion, but it's also across different use cases and, really kind of getting that product market fit across various use cases for various industries, various levels, and so on. So yeah, it's going to be hard work, but we love what we do and we're passionate about what we do, and I'm looking forward to it.
Sounds exciting. So thinking of Zopa as that service and what it can do, how do you think working with Zopa can give our members in APSCo OutSource that competitive edge?
Multiple ways. One, let's talk about the immediate win for the recruiters, which is how do I make that placement faster with lesser cost and lesser time, and before my competitor can actually do that. So Zopa is able to kind of mimic AI headhunting. So it's able to kind of find talent from LinkedIn and from the larger public profiles, really kind of solving that search issue. Second, think about it when you've got a new job in hand. The first thing you want to do is very quickly turn around and find the candidates that very quickly match that job profile. So within a matter of seconds, it can go through your entire talent pool, all your previous applications, and any profiles that you have, to surface the top 5, top 10 candidates that you can quickly reach out to and close that loop. And finally, the onerous process of scheduling. I mean, that was used to be the most irritating part for me, at least. Monday 5 o'clock, no, Tuesday 3 o'clock, and and so on. It was so annoying. So we've solved that by automating that completely. And automatic email notifications, and so more proactive rather than trying to work like a silo recruiter. So it's almost like having a buddy recruiter and a team of researchers with you without really having to pay for that large team. So it'll make every recruiter more effective, do more business, and really kind of increase the number of placements that they are doing. So that is one. And secondly, partner, Melanie. We are looking for partners. If there are recruitment firms who are committed to future of work and feel that this is a platform that they would want to kind of improve their service with their clients, give them more visibility, more data. It's a platform that we can work together, with them.
Yeah. And certainly, the end clients want that information. They want to know how many people are coming through the process. They want to ensure, there's been a war on talent for such a long time now, but it's true. The efficiency of getting somebody from, inquiring about a job to placement has never been so, and also the experience, that whole candidate experience.
Spot on.
Okay. Yeah. So moving slightly on in a regard, a fun question. If you could have one superpower, what would it be, Nina?
I would make sure there is equitability, not just around gender and ethnicities, but also around disabilities. One of the areas that I'm really super passionate about is invisible disabilities, around neurodiversity, mental health. And I wish we could have a level playing field where everybody gets equal opportunities, because everybody has a special power to make such a big difference. So that would be my superpower, Melanie.
Yeah, that's amazing. I second that. That sounds awesome. So yeah, I think everything that you're aiming to do in how you in terms of the service and the purpose of Zopa, just would make such a difference, as you say, to that whole recruitment process, and removing that bias and ensuring that people get that same opportunity. So that's it. It's a quick and informal snapshot of Zopa. And Nina, I'd like to thank you very much for your time. Really interesting. And what I would say to any of our members who want to hear more about Zopa, to get in touch, we can provide you a direct intro with Nina. There's more information on the OutSource website around the Zopa and what they do. And thank you again. And I look forward to seeing you soon, Nina.
Thank you so much, Melanie. It's absolutely delightful to talk to you every single time. So thank you for having me.
Brilliant. Thank you.